There's this little thing, I call it the Trump thump.
Trump thump?
Yeah, he says something where it talks right to your balls, and you go, oh, yeah, yeah, wait a minute. Then your brain tries to interject and goes, what the fuck did you hear what he just said? Yeah, I hear what he just said. America's a winner, and he's going to fucking fix that
And it's
wall.
making me feel good.
That's right.
Yeah.
Leave your air of invincibility at the door. It's time for Carl and Mike.
Welcome, Carl and Mike. I'm Carl,
I'm Mike.
and we are here at our little corner. Well, we're not in our normal corner booth.
No, we're not. We got some guy. Oh, now he's wrapping it up.
Is he
Okay,
wrapping it up?
now he's wrapping it up. Gonna move.
So we are in a foreign booth.
We're in a
here
foreign
at the Corner
booth.
Bakery Cafe in Dallas, Texas.
That's right.
So we've been on. Most people won't know, but we've been on a little bit of a vacation.
Yes, we have.
We the Falling in Love episodes that our loyal listeners out there have listened to, and were recorded a little while ago.
Oh, and Nita
Yeah.
got me cornered this last weekend, and we did those at home.
Oh, you did the 36?
Yeah, it was interesting. Well, she had read the article a long time ago,
Right.
and had kept it, and so she wanted to do them, so we did them. It was interesting.
You did them all in one sitting?
Yes,
Yeah.
all 36 in one sitting.
Very-
It took
yeah.
hours and probably about a bottle of wine, and
Yeah.
there's a little bit of this and a little bit of that, and I think
So your little.
then there
little-
was I think there was that. No, that was the night before. We did some edibles.
Some edibles.
Edibles.
Again, I'm guessing little gummy things.
Yeah, they were. They're called cherry bombs. It was.
I've never done an edible.
Well, the thing with edibles is they take longer to cut. It takes longer for you to feel the effects.
Right.
Whereas if you smoke, it goes straight to your lungs.
Right.
It's probably the same thing as, frat guys that do vodka enemas to get drunk real quick, because you absorb it faster.
Yeah, they do
So anyway,
that.
the smoke does that. So anyway,
What if you did
the
a gummy
edibles-
bear enema?
No, it'd be sticky.
stop.
It'd be
Yuck.
sticky.
Yuck.
Anyway, it was an interesting high, a real kind of mellow thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, the questions were good. That was real good.
You feel it brought a little spark in there, a little love connection.
Yeah.
Were there any surprises? 30 years.
Yeah, actually
Yeah?
there were, and what Nita, one of the comments Nita said, she said, the thing that's interesting about this is we're doing it, and we've been together for 38 years.
Right.
So there were things that we could say, responses that would crack each other up. But if you're trying to do that with somebody you've just met or have only been dating or something for a month, I think there would be more reserve there.
Yeah.
Maybe.
I think the key to that questions is how vulnerable you would let yourself go
Yes.
in those questions.
Yeah. And I think
would
I guess
you do that with somebody?
I think you'd let yourself go more with somebody you'd spent your life with rather than somebody you've only been around
Really?
for a month. Oh yeah, I think so. Yeah, I think it early in a relationship
If
you're
it was
still
like on
trying
the
to
third date,
Huh?
you're you're in love. You're on that. Remember that period of time where you're in love, but you can't say you're in love yet.
Oh yeah.
Because you got
Yeah.
the love
Yeah.
feeling, right? Mm-hmm. And
You're not really sure what that feeling is, that
oh
little
no, you know what it is. You
yeah,
just,
but
as
you're
a
trying to
guy,
avoid it. Yeah.
Yeah, you don't want to go there yet. Also, it's too early to go there. What if I said I loved her, and it's like way too early?
Yeah, what if they don't say it back and blah 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 blah. Yeah, I don't know. That's why I'm saying that's all. If you try and pull those 36 questions off too early in a relationship, I think you're still in that thing where people are keeping stuff back or
Yes.
still holding back a little bit.
Yeah. It was interesting to listen to it because we recorded it a little while ago. There were moments where we got real vulnerable.
I know, and Nita kept going, "Y'all did this?" And I said, "Yeah." She did. Did you do it in one sitting? I said, "Oh no, 3 separate sittings." And she may actually listen to that.
Great.
Yeah, I don't know.
Suzanne listens in the background when I'm
Yeah.
editing or listening to the show, writing the show notes out. So, and she really liked Wally World, which just came out.
Yeah.
She really liked that one. Of course, she knows. Yeah.
She knows Wally. Yeah,
Yeah.
that helps too. Yeah, that was actually a really good one. I like that.
So, kids, check out Falling in Love with Carl and Mike. If you do, you may fall in love with us. So right now, Michael, we may be having a bunch of people that have fallen in love with Carl and Mike.
That's true.
Then there's Carl Mike running for president.
Yes.
You know, I've been looking at. We really have 0 supporters. So far. Well, we have one.
We have one, and that's you.
That's as a test. As a test.
Yeah.
To see how it worked. So here's my theory on it.
Yeah.
Okay, Carl and Mike for president will gain more traction if it's later in the process. Mm-hmm. Right now, we're being out crazied by the crazy, right? Right now, there's way more entertainment with the Republican clown bus than Carl and Mike could ever deliver.
There's the clown helicopter.
Yeah, there's the clown helicopter. Okay, you're not going to compete with that.
No.
Okay.
No.
Now, if it was, it gets down to Clinton versus Bush, if that's the way it goes, and that's looking less and less likely, I might add. But let's say it goes down to that, then people are going to be starving for a little Carl and Mike. That's my theory.
They're going to be starving for all kinds of stuff.
Yeah.
Because they've been gorging on junk food.
Yes, they have.
Yeah.
Anyway, I want you to check out our platform. People out there, damn, that makes sense. If you want us to actually run for president, as opposed to just explore, then we need your support on that.
Well, and then look at the platform and see where you agree or disagree.
Right.
And come up with your own fucking platform.
Yeah.
You know, come up with your own, but really think about it. Don't just adopt somebody else's.
That's true.
Don't adopt somebody else's because you're too fucking lazy to think it out. Because
then,
I'm telling you, when we went through that, that is not an easy process, and this is not complete by any stretch of the imagination.
Right. And I think you're going to realize, I realized in the process of creating that platform, you're not going to find a candidate, even with 30 of them or however many are running, that they're going to hit on all your points.
No. So you could come up with your own platform and then prioritize it. What's the most important thing to me? Is peace in the Middle East the most important thing to you? Is gun control the most important thing to you? Whatever it is, and then prioritize and then see, and then that's when it gets real interesting. Then try and find something that lines up with you. You ain't gonna find it. It does not exist.
Not 100% anyway.
No. So.
I noticed. I gotta say, there's. It seems like out there, I know people are gonna think that we just looked at Bernie Sanders and wrote down a bunch of stuff, but actually we did it on our own. Mm-hmm. But it seems like a lot of our thoughts are getting picked up. I'm not saying they've come to Carl and Mike and picked it up, but in the like John Oliver. Mm-hmm. Did you see his recent episode? He goes after the prosperity churches.
No, I haven't. I heard about that.
My.
Did he go?
It's right out of our episode that we did. Right out of
Prosperity Jesus, or what was it?
Yeah, Prosperity Jesus. Right. I mean, he did much better in that. He has the resources to go deep.
Yeah. And the money to make it look fabulous.
But I mean, you watch that John Oliver episode, and we'll put a link to it in our mighty fine show notes and links. And I will bet you a bottom dollar. Then you argue about our tax on churches.
John Oliver needs to listen to our episode.
We're going to give him a shout out.
We're going to give him a shout out and send him the episode. Yes.
It was disgusting. It's worse than we talked about.
Oh no, I know it's real bad.
They brought up old Reverend Tilton. Remember Reverend Tilton?
Oh,
he's still around.
Oh yeah,
still
no, they're
doing
all
that
around.
Shit. He went. Oliver, I won't. You're gonna watch it. You taped it or whatever. Taped it.
Yeah.
You've DVR'd it. He goes and starts sending money to Tilton, so he gets the whole process.
Oh, John Oliver.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a good way to do it.
Yes,
Yeah, you want to see what these people are like.
And how far they'll go, yeah.
Send them just a couple of bucks and you'll get back all kinds of goodies.
And each time just asking for, I mean, it's stomach turning. It really is stomach turning.
So basically what you're saying, he let the offenders
Yes.
do all his research for him, and all he did was send them each a couple of bucks and got on their mailing list, and all of a sudden he's getting their shit.
Yeah. Oh, hey, wait, but then he went a step further, and we should talk about this. When we have kind of.
That is brilliant.
He also went further and started a church.
Oh,
because
John
it's
Oliver
that
did?
easy.
Well, it's almost as easy as running for president.
You know, that's why when I was watching that episode, I was thinking, damn, is some writer on this staff been listening to Carl and Mike?
Yeah.
Because
well, now if
he
they
did
call
the
it
exact
the
thing.
Church of Q, then that's
Yes.
yeah.
We should do Church of Q.
Yeah.
Let me tell you.
Yeah.
If it's that easy to do a church.
Yeah.
Right here is our little.
And the Church of Q's, for y'all who don't know,
Yes.
it was the Church of, I don't know. In other words, we
Q
don't.
stands for question.
It stands for question. Question
We don't,
everything.
unlike every other church that says that they have the answers for what life is about after you die.
We have no answers. We
We
have
have
only
no
confusion.
idea. We have the only honest answer. The only honest answer to religion.
I don't know.
I don't know.
And so, my
That
friends,
is the only honest
stand
answer.
up from what you're doing
Come
right,
on right now.
Get off that bike.
Come on, I see you on that treadmill.
Get out of your cube.
See
stand
you
up,
in that car.
Stand up and
Turn
witness.
that car on the side of the road.
I want you to stand up. I want you to hold
Come
your
on.
hands up and to go, I don't know.
I don't know.
And then turn and go, I don't know. And then
You-
ask the person closest to you, do you know?
Oh, you see, they're going to say that they know, but then they're going to regurgitate someone else's no, which is all bullshit.
No, actually, they're going, what the fuck is wrong with you?
There's that moment. But then when you explain it all.
Yeah.
So, praise Q.
Yes.
Praise
Yes.
Q.
Yes.
We need to expand our thoughts around Q more.
Oh, Q is good.
We need to do the Q.
Yeah.
It's just
Have
stomach.
we done
it really,
any 5 Qs on Q?
5 Qs on Q? No, we've got to do 5Q on Q. Yes. It's time.
Stay tuned, kiddies.
I'm really starting to think, Michael, and this is going to sound, it sounds bad saying it. And I've heard that there's a philosophy around this. And the philosophy, but man, when I see this Chilton stuff, and I see this this holy prosperity Jesus thing,
And
I
Jimmy
then I
Jimmy
see ISIS,
Swaggart.
and then I see
Yeah.
what's happening in the Republican
it's
clown
the
car.
same
I'm
fucking
going to
thing.
say this. And I'm starting to move in this direction that religion is a virus.
I
It
can
is
see
a
that.
virus
Yeah.
on mankind. It's an illness of some
Yeah.
sort.
Yeah.
Because it breeds hate and it breeds manipulation and it breeds
Well, anytime
Bullshit.
anytime you have a belief that what you believe is correct, and the only correct thing. In other words, I believe this way because this is what the Bible tells me, or what the Quran tells me, or what anything tells me.
Constitution.
Oh,
Is Scalia not is turning the Constitution into a religion?
yeah. Anytime you say this has got all the answers, buddy, you got to stop and think. That doesn't exist.
You need a little bit of Q in your
You need
life.
a little bit of Q, and a little bit of Q is, in fact, you may need a whole buttload of Q. Is what you may need.
And it's okay not to know.
Oh, it's freeing.
It is free.
It's like freeballing
Yeah.
for our male
For your
audience.
mind.
For our male audience, it's like freeballing.
Freeballing for your mind.
Freeballing for your mind.
There
Is
you
that
go.
an episode
I
name?
know. You're always looking for the title. Leave it to the professionals, Michael.
Carl, we're talking politics, right?
Well, we're talking right now religion. But we're going to get to politics because we haven't talked since the debate.
No, we really haven't.
Let's talk.
I love Trump.
Can I say something?
I'm honest to God.
Yes.
I am
You're
fucking.
falling for him.
I am fucking all in. I called
Wait,
my mom.
What?
I called my
What?
mom and I said I'm all in.
What?
And here's the only why. He is the political equivalent of a technology disruptor.
He's a game changer.
He's a game changer. He is a
Yeah.
disruptive
Yeah,
choice.
So is an avalanche going down a mountain.
That's not something you have to make a choice on. People make a choice on this. He is a disruptor just as much for the political system and the political parties as Uber was for taxis, as
Really?
Airbnb is for where you stay. Yes, I really think. Now I still think he's, like we said, a brilliant buffoon.
Right. And
But
Bill
brilliant.
Bill Maher said something. I really captured it for me because I'll admit there have been times in the last couple of weeks where I kind of go, yeah, and then I go, what?
Yeah.
But I'm like, yeah, Trump.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, what did
Yeah.
I look around,
No,
make
and
sure
you know
no
what-
one is
you know
looking at me?
what-
Well, here's what Bill Maher says. See, Trump bypasses the brain and goes straight to the balls. Trump speaks to your balls,
Oh yeah.
right?
Yeah, I think
Where he's
so.
like, I'm the best.
Yeah, but-
I can make it better. They're
Well,
stupid. I'm smart. And you go, yeah.
Yeah, but that's speaking to the balls. But when he hit the other thing where he finally got me, I go, okay, I give up. Is when he was talking about political funding, and he
is a true fucking teller.
He
He
nailed
is
it.
telling it
He
like it
nailed
is.
it. When he says,
does.
"You think the people that are giving George Bush all this money are
Puppet
not
Master,
gonna,
that one?
Yeah. Oh.
Yes.
Whoa. So that's what I'm saying. Now somebody else called him the antibiotic for the what infects the political system.
Yes.
And I think so. That's why I'm saying he's kind of a. You could say that that's a cure. I'm saying it's more than a cure. I'm saying he's a disruptor.
I get you that I get what you're saying, a disruptor. Are you going to vote for him?
I don't know.
Dun-dun-dun-dun.
No, seriously, I don't know.
You could see yourself voting for
I
Trump.
could right now.
Your balls are like right on the table right now.
You know what? I always thought I'd be voting for Hillary Clinton. I'm not. Sorry, out.
You're out on
Yeah,
her?
I'm out. I'm out on her. This whole bullshit with the emails and stuff. I don't believe all the other stuff, but this email thing's going to get her. It's going to nail her.
I'm thinking you're right. I think we don't have a clue as to what's
No.
going to be president right now.
Yeah,
I think the emails are going to get her.
And-
it took down Petraeus. Okay. It don't take much.
No.
And Petraeus was as big as
there
a
were
general
just
gets.
Yeah, there were just a few of them.
Right.
And he had them on his person. No, this is off-site, State Department off-site. And she decides who gets to see what. Sorry.
Yeah.
No.
And it's even worse for her.
Yeah.
Because even though she cleaned her server, she used the company. Mm-hmm. So the company now that originally did her server, right, is saying, is working with the FBI.
Yeah. So
Because you can't ever delete an email.
No.
In real life.
No, somebody else got that email.
There's
all
a
they
way
gotta
to
do
trace.
is put a call out. To
All
say,
they had to
hey,
do was do a backup on her server,
Yeah.
which they did back in the day. It's going to happen. It's you're not going to. So you just
Yeah.
go to the backups.
Yeah.
So
and
all
the back
her,
of the
all her
backups.
30,000 that are wiped out.
The backups are the backups, and maybe that shit's on the cloud.
And here's the other
rummaging
reason
around.
that, what her argument is, anything that I've done has not been classified. Some emails, since I did them, they weren't classified when I did them, have since been classified.
They played a quote of hers. Said none of the emails that I had were marked as classified. She's parsing. She's parsing
Well, Clinton
it, and
do
that's
parse.
bullshit. Yeah, she's good at parsing, and that's why I'm saying I'm out. So as far as I'm concerned, she's off the table. Gore, come on. That's just reheat. You know what that is? That's like meatloaf. That's what you did last week, and you got to take it out of the fridge, sniff it to see if you're going to eat it. It's leftovers, right? That's what Gore is. He's leftover meatloaf. I'm not interested in Gore. No, sorry.
How about Biden?
No. Biden needs to stay home with his grandkids.
So you're not voting Democrat.
Not with what they got out there now.
You're voting Republican.
Not with what
You
they've
just
got
wanna
out there
vote.
now. I don't know. But the rest of the Republican people
About Bernie
leave
Sanders?
me fucking cold. Bernie Sanders I like,
Yeah.
but I don't think he could get elected because he's painted with the socialist thing. He's got a little red beret on with the hammer and sickle on his forehead, and you ain't gonna get that off. It's
I
on there.
disagree. I think, we'll see.
We'll see, but but the rest of the Republican.
But I do
come
think-
on, are you kidding me?
I think there's already fatigue with Clinton and Bush just with the names, and people don't
Yes.
want to go back.
Yeah.
But then if it's going on Clinton going back, and it's just the scandal machine, even if made up or not,
Yeah.
whatever. It's just Republicans.
Well, and
I think people are tired of that.
And the people that are popping up in the Republican pack are Cruz and Carson because they're these firebrands that are screaming, and the Tea Party people are. I think this goes way beyond the Tea Party. I think this is way beyond the Tea Party.
What is way beyond the Tea Party?
I don't think the Tea Party is going to have that much sway in this thing.
Yeah, so
I
I
don't,
agree.
the
I
hard,
don't
the
think Cruz or
hardcore,
Carson.
No, I think what Trump is hitting is that middle lump. I think he's tapping into that.
Here's the part that confuses me. I don't think after 8 years of Obama, I know the Republicans hate him. I think he's the worst, whatever, which is all just crazy talk.
Yeah.
But I don't think the country's willing to go with what feels like a backwards kind of thing.
Well, here's the thing. I don't think people believe politicians when they say that they're for
No,
change.
hey, they're at 8% low.
Politicians
Yes.
are not for
Trump
change.
Trump is a potential game changer. But
Yeah.
quite honestly, my feeling at this point, let's say he won,
Mm-hmm.
miracles upon miracles, which isn't really a miracle because he's a billionaire. He knows how to
Yeah,
win.
yeah,
People like winners in America.
that's correct.
Okay, so not only does he appeal to your balls. Sorry, ladies, I don't know what the equivalent would be.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, we don't worry about that.
But we don't have those pieces.
Yeah.
He's a winner in the capitalist
Yeah.
system. He is, as you said, a disinfectant. He can't be bought.
He's a celebrity.
He can't be bought.
He didn't have to
tells
build
it like
name
it-
recognition.
He tells it
He
like
doesn't
it
have to
is
spend
from
money.
his perspective.
Yeah.
Okay, but the other thing though, Michael,
Yeah.
is he's fucking egomaniac
Oh,
a
absolutely.
10th degree.
Absolutely.
Let's say Trump got elected. Is he going to make Democrats and Republicans work together somehow? I mean, how's he
think
going to get anything done?
I
He
think
says he's going to build a Trump
no,
wall.
I'll
and
tell you.
immigration. He wants to deport all the
No,
Mexicans.
I'll tell you how he gets something done in Washington.
Because he's just the guy.
If he gets elected, he's beholden to neither party. Would you say that would be correct?
That is correct.
Okay. So then, who are the troops that he rallies?
Both parties. People in the middle?
No parties.
Well, you got to get bills passed.
Citizens.
Huh?
The citizens. He rallies the citizens to
To
get shit done.
So he calls names, he says Tom Coburn's an idiot and you people need to call him and call whatever. He draws attention to people and crushes them with his.
No, he says this is what needs to be done. We need to close Guantanamo Bay, and give it back to the Cubans, whatever the fuck it is.
And Congress isn't letting me do that.
And Congress isn't letting me do this. So I want you, the citizens of this country, to let them know what you think about this. And I'm
You
talking
think that's
about
what Trump's gonna do?
full bore heat on. I would. That's the way I
but
would
you're
play
not
it.
Trump.
No, I would. I know I'm not Trump, but I'm saying, what other options does he have? He's not going to get the Democrats to help him. The Republicans are going to be pissed off that he's basically called them. If he gets elected, it's because he's completely wiped out their leadership,
Their brand, the whole bullshit.
Yes.
He is I like
He's
this
called
idea.
bullshit on everything about him and wiped out their leadership level. If you think of Walker and Jindal and all Fiorini and all these people as the top Republican leaders, and you'd have to say that right now, okay? And he wipes them all out one by one. So what's left is the moneyed people that are pushing all these various brands, and he's calling them on their bullshit too, because he knows how it works. He is and was one of them.
Yes.
Right?
Yes. He does.
So he says, I'm going to spend my money to get in, and that way when I get in, I'm not beholden to anybody. Now, I don't believe that for a second, but
You think he's beholden to somebody? I don't. I think he's such egomaniacal. I think he's telling the truth there.
Okay.
He isn't beholden to anyone.
The truth.
Well, Trump truth is I can do everything better. I'm the greatest thing since sliced bread. And
Trump truth. Maybe that's the
Trump
episode
truth.
name. But
I think there's this little thing. I call it the Trump thump.
Trump thump.
Yeah, he says something where it talks right to your balls, and you go, oh, yeah, yeah. Wait a minute. Then your brain tries to interject and goes, what the fuck are you? Did you hear what he just said? Yeah, I heard what he just said. America's the winner, and he's gonna fucking fix that.
And it's making me feel good.
That's
Ooh.
right.
Yeah.
The Republicans, as a party,
They're toast.
they are fucking insane.
You're not going to get those people to change. You're not going to get.
So all I got out of the debate was, we're going back. We are going to go to war. We're going to double down on Iraq, and we're probably going to go after Iran. Okay, I got that. I got out of that debate, abortion's murder at conception, and we're gonna, it was anti-woman as you.
And
we're
all the
gonna,
Mexicans
we're gonna
go
take,
back.
and all the Mexicans go back.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's what we got.
But those came from all the other people. Now, Trump has said some of that stuff, but basically all that came from other people trying to be as outrageous as Trump is, and it didn't get him anywhere. It didn't get any of them anywhere. I think what we've got is another 16 or however many it is people whose mouths are moving and nobody's listening because everybody's focused on Trump. You've been to the state fair in Iowa, right?
Right.
Everybody pulls up in their bus. They got these buses real colorful and stuff like that, got them all lined up. Then somebody comes down in a helicopter. Who are you going to pay attention to?
Yeah.
I mean, the optics, that guy's got it down cold.
The question is has Trump reached his most people he's going to get, or can he get more Michaels?
Oh, no.
Michael Morris
No.
over.
He's not only going to get more, he will get more. Yeah, he is going to get more.
More people coming
Oh,
over.
yeah. Oh, yeah. When's the next debate? I can't wait.
Yeah, here's another interesting little factoid on debates.
Uh-huh.
So Republicans got like 17 of them.
Mm-hmm.
Democrats got like 5 or 6.
5 or 6
They
what?
limited the debates to 5 or 6. They really wanted the Clinton machine is strong,
Mm-hmm.
is strong there. But here's something I think you're missing. I do think I just at this moment with the emails and Hillary is a bad candidate. I don't know. I don't think she gets. I mean, she's well organized.
Yeah.
I would be more for Bernie Sanders, but I'm disheartened to see what seems to be a lack of organization in Iowa. You need to have the ground. I mean, Obama's ground game was second to none, and
Yeah.
Clinton is copying that. So it's the ability to rally the troops.
Yeah.
And I don't know about Trump's ground game either. At some point, you're going to need that in
Yeah.
an election. Here's how Bernie Sanders becomes next president of the United States. And I know it sounds like a long shot.
Yeah.
First off, you got Trump on one side, right? So you're going to have one man really with no ideas, but a lot of bluster, and you're going to have Bernie over here with ideas that actually, why would a poor white kid in Mississippi vote for Donald Trump? He's got no interest. There is no self-interest. From a self-interest
Because
standpoint.
he sees him on TV.
Yes.
That's
is that
it.
really that simple?
Oh, it's.
The
Are
brain
you
just doesn't
kidding
even
me?
act.
Of course it's.
So you're
that
saying
simple.
if Donald Trump's appealing to our balls,
Yeah.
imagine what it's doing to the guy in Mississippi right now.
He's going. I saw that guy on TV. He's running for president. I like that show.
That's how the vote happens?
Yeah.
Well, celebrity?
Yeah.
Really? That's all it takes?
Yes. Yes.
Why don't I just
We're
why
not
don't I
talking
jump
about-
off a Trump tower and slit my throat on the way down?
Yeah. Well, that would be fine.
To
And you
paraphrase
and
Chris
you would be
Rock.
dropping onto a Trump trampoline at the bottom that has his name on it.
Okay. So let me give you another scenario. Because I think here's how the Sanders-Trump thing happens. Okay, Trump happens because, first off, he's got a weak field. There's nobody there that I would be scared of. Jeb Bush hired Paul Wolfowitz as his foreign policy guy.
No,
yes,
you're kidding
no,
me.
the worst guy
We're
you could.
bringing him back.
Well, I mean, it's Bush.
That's the neocon, folks. That's
Yeah,
the same
that's like
people that his
psychotic
brother was
neocon,
using.
right.
Yeah, no. We
He's
don't
got
want
the
that
same
shit.
guys in place.
So that's a bad choice.
Paul Wolfowitz is a very bad guy.
I bet he'll
bring the whole
bust
gang
bust
back.
off Cheney and
Cheney
have
will
him
do some
be a
advising
VP.
on the way. That'll happen somewhere along. No. Bernie Sanders. Okay, so Clinton, the emails come out. And Clinton is forced to leave the race due to scandal. If you could ever get a Clinton to
No,
leave the
she's
race.
going to have something to do with her
fights the
health.
email all the
her
way
health.
down?
You know, she's going to have the health thing. She'll bow out.
Obama embraces Sanders. That's how that happens.
Oh, that could be good.
So Obama embraces Sanders.
Yeah.
And it's kind of like Kennedy embraced Obama at one point. Remember that? And that was
Yeah.
a turning point
Yeah.
for Obama,
Yeah.
too,
Yeah.
when Kennedy embraced him. Obama embraces Sanders as the part 3 of, if you like me, you got to support Bernie.
I'm still holding out hope for Elizabeth Warren, but I don't think she would. Yeah, I mean, because
It'd
if
have
she
to be a
came in,
draft. I think we could have a hell of a convention. We
Yes.
could have the Republicans revolting on the super
Yeah.
convention delegates.
yeah,
Rising up, it could be just beautiful music.
Yeah.
It could be a beautiful Republican convention. Trump supposedly has won, but the establishment super candidates, super delegates, revolt
well, here's what he does.
and put George Bush in or somebody like that.
He finds out where they're going to have the convention. He buys the naming rights to the building, and its name is on the outside, Trump Convention Center. Yeah, but I still.
That would be a wow. On the Democrat side, you could have it split too.
Oh, yeah.
Clinton leaves late in
Yeah.
the race.
Yeah.
She's got a bunch of delegates, but she's had to leave the race
Yeah.
for health reasons.
I
You've
thi-
got 2.
I think
Wide open
If
conventions.
you had
I'm
a
on a
female,
political
if
wet
you had a
dream right
woman,
now.
if you had a woman like Elizabeth Warren,
You'd have to
running this-
draft her at the convention.
Yeah, but if you did that, you would have a lot of the women that would vote for Trump will vote for her.
If Clinton is forced out of and she ain't going to leave anytime soon, it's going to have to be just FBI comes and arrests her.
Yeah, that'd be ugly, wouldn't it?
That's about the only way you're getting her
Yeah.
out, in my opinion. She's too
Or
much.
they call her in to talk to her. Fox is not going to let go of that, and
Oh,
you
that
know.
bone is Fox ain't gonna let go. It was interesting. Ann Coulter the other day said something interesting. Said,
What?
we need to lighten up on Hillary because we want to
Run
face
against
her,
her.
not Bernie Sanders.
It's too late. It's too late. The dogs are unleashed on her. Yeah, she just showed her hand.
Ann Coulter.
And
Yeah.
Coulter showed
she
her hand.
wants Clinton
She's
to win.
probably scared shitless of Trump running.
I don't know where she is.
And
I don't really care. Ann Coulter is
Limbaugh loves him.
Trump. Oh,
Yeah. Yeah.
there you have it.
Yeah, so I don't know.
So meanwhile, here's Carl and Mike running for president, or exploring a run. We put a platform for America together with some very mighty fine points, I might add.
Yeah.
We actually came out with some substance
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
Actual positions you could call us on. They're making a big deal because Donald Trump just came out with his immigration policy.
Yeah.
Which is basically deport them.
Yeah, yeah,
Okay. But it's a policy, which is more than anybody else in the clown car seems to have.
yeah.
Clinton, I don't know where she's at. Bernie's put some points out. Between
Yeah.
Bernie Sanders and us, we're the only ones that I can see putting out solid
Yeah.
ideas. And Bernie's stolen a few of ours.
They has, bitch.
Well.
Yeah, I think you're right. You could get some really outrageous conventions.
I just don't think. I don't think
On both
if,
sides.
If both establishments muscle their way and deliver us Bush versus Clinton, something's coming up. Trump goes third party. Somebody goes third party on this.
Trump's already won a spot on the stage for keynote speaker or something, and that's not going to satisfy him.
Trump's in it to win it.
Oh, he's in.
Trump
That's what he
Trump
said.
could never
He
be
is-
anybody's vice president. Trump could never be anybody's anything.
That's what he said. That's what somebody said. Trump's about winning, and that's the reason
He's going to win.
he's going to win, and that's the reason that the people in Mississippi who used to
everywhere
work will vote for him, and that's the reason that it makes your nuts tinkle.
Because you want to be with a winner.
Yeah. Well, you want to be with the winner, and what it is, it's halftime.
It's not even happening.
It's the locker room,
Yeah.
and you're sitting there on the team, and he's talking to you.
Well, and if he keeps talking, I mean, Clinton didn't even go on the soapbox in Iowa. Okay, that's like a tradition at the Iowa State Fair. You go up on the little soapbox, and everybody else did.
Yeah, yeah.
Clinton didn't.
Yeah.
She still doesn't. She
Well,
doesn't
and see,
get
here's-
it. She's walking down the road
No.
with somebody at the fair, and there's people standing
That's-
there, but she ain't shaking
That's what
anybody's
I'm
hands.
saying. She was
She's
old
like in
school.
a, like
she
it's a
would have
parade.
been. She
Like
would have
it's a
been
parade.
good 8 years ago. That would have been fine back then. Now it's not. We're over it. It's like
We're
somebody,
past it. She doesn't
and
realize.
here's a good example of her not doing that and something Trump said. Did you see him? He was in his golf cart and somebody, a news guy. They said, "You got your jeans on?" And of course he had khakis or slacks or something. And he reached down, he grabbed them. "No, I got these are my jeans." He goes, and then the reporter goes, "Well, do you own any jeans?" And you know what he said?
Stupid question.
And he said, "Romney had jeans, and look what it did for him." And so, boom, you don't have to ask that question anymore. It's not an issue. It's not some stupid thing that the press says. And the guy in Mississippi is laughing his ass off.
Yeah.
But he lives in jeans. He doesn't
Right.
care. But Trump just slapped this guy down.
Yeah, I agree. As long as I agree that he is got an antiseptic feel to it. When he said, "Listen,
Go
people,"
Trump. Go Trump. Go
when he
Trump.
said, "Listen, people," Jeb Bush is
Yeah.
puppet master. These guys give him $5 million and he does
He's
what they want.
dead on.
He just nails that.
He's not. Here's the thing.
He's pulling the curtain back on
Yes.
the Wizard of Oz.
Yeah. He's not only telling the truth, but it's what everybody believes to be the truth anyway.
But you know what else he does? He does not do political speak.
No.
All these guys have been trained. All these guys are handled, right?
But that's what else.
I mean, Sanders that's part of his appeal. He's at
Jack-
least like that.
Yeah.
He's just smart.
Yeah, Jacqueline Floyd, who writes in Dallas Morning News, she did an editorial this morning, or opinion piece this morning. That's exactly what she said. He does not succumb to political correctness, and the fact that he doesn't is another thing that's appealing yet again to the guy in Mississippi, because they're sick of that.
Yeah.
Okay. They're
And you
sick
can't
of
get more of it than Clinton versus Bush.
No, that would be like a choice between a bowl of oatmeal or a bowl of cream of wheat. You know.
I kind of disagree with that argument a little bit because there's too much on the line.
No, there is a lot on the line.
It'll affect the Supreme Court. There's a lot of things that have gotten passed recently. I'm torn. America, on one hand, is more socialist than we've been led to believe. That's why I don't buy your argument that these two
What do you
socialists.
mean socialists that we're led to believe?
When you look at what Bernie Sanders is saying, if you did a little quiz, you took the names and the rank, this is a Democrat, Republican, and you just check the boxes, the vast majority agree with almost everything he says. Okay. So that tells me by our nature, we're kind of
Yeah.
more aligned with that.
Yeah, I would like to be totally
Now-
aligned with Northern Europe in a lot of stuff what they do.
Right.
I got no problem with that.
You're right. If the low, it's kind of an interesting thing because the low information voter is probably going to more go for Trump.
Oh yeah,
There is one thing you're underestimating
what's that?
that we haven't seen. We haven't seen. Clinton can rebound a hell of a lot if she does well in the debates.
Not if they keep pounding her on this and some other things. I think.
If they can pound her all they want, people expect that at some point it just becomes Republican
Yeah.
noise. It has to go beyond the Republicans pounding her. It has to go
See, the
to
Republicans,
the FBI
the
or somebody
Republicans
else.
can just pound away as long as they've got all these various people out there that are running. All they have to do is they've got 15, 16 people pounding on Clinton, bringing up different, so it gets to be scandal fatigue. We've talked
Right,
about that before.
right.
And so I think everybody just goes, oh man, I can't. So as long as they've got all the people and the machine and the various candidates aiming at one person, because they don't take Sanders serious enough to aim at him.
Right.
And so
And
what
if you're
they-
going to hammer
and-
Sanders, you're going to have to hammer. How are you going to hammer? You have to go
Yeah.
after his points.
And if Hillary starts hammering on Trump, that's just going to elevate him. I think Trump is the logical extension of capitalism, of a capitalist society. He is the logical extension. of
So
that.
America,
Yeah.
in the highest wage gap and income inequality since the Depression, okay, is going to vote for a billionaire to be the president.
Because we all want to be billionaires. We were all raised with that dream that you, Carl, if you grow up and you work hard and you go to college and you have a good idea, you can be Donald and run around in your own. That's
Have your own helicopter.
Have your own helicopter and have your name on it. Everybody
But
was
I'm
raised
saying,
that way.
if it gets down to
It's
the point
bullshit,
where
but
80
everybody
families have over half the wealth in this country, okay,
Too late.
So I think what you really should have, in fairness to America, you should have the finals, if you will, should be Trump versus Sanders.
I
Because
think
one
that'd
is
be
the
great.
antidote to the other. Right?
Yeah, I would say probably
He talks
so.
about being in the hands of billion. I mean, and then
But see, I think-
Republicans would. Don't you think that would be the most interesting matchup?
No, actually, I think what would be the most is
You're
Elizabeth Warren. Yeah,
versus
because she's
Trump.
female and she's going to suck
So
a
you're
lot
gonna
of
have
the females
yeah.
away from
But
Trump.
Elizabeth Warren isn't running. You
Huh?
say she gets drafted if Hillary has to drop. That's what you're banking on right now.
Yeah.
So you're saying
And they
the
don't have the
potential
tr-
president of the United States is not even in the race at this
Right,
point.
and that would be an ideal place to be right now. While everybody else is slinging mud at each other, you're
Why
sitting
couldn't it
back
be
in
Bernie Sanders and Elizabeth Warren, president and vice president?
That would be fine with me as
Would
long as
America
she's
go
on the
for
top ticket.
She needs to be number one.
Yeah, I think she's more. Yeah, probably. No, actually, I think it has to be Elizabeth Warren and somebody else because the guy in Mississippi, he's not going to vote for Elizabeth Warren anyway, but his wife might. But if she's dragging a so-called socialist along with her,
Yeah,
you
might
know,
be too much to
it'd
jump.
be too much. Yeah,
So that's your banking. Hillary can't make it. She has to step out.
she's
and,
out.
And Warren
Yeah,
gets drafted.
I can't even remotely see her doing it.
Wow.
All right, we got to wrap this, mother.
Really?
Yeah.
We're over already?
Oh yeah.
Well, we got to go with our What a Dick Award. You got anybody in mind? Because I'm going to go with a hats off to John Oliver.
Yeah.
And choose Reverend Tilton after watching that episode as my What a Dick.
Oh yeah.
Of
How about any and all?
What
Yeah.
a Dick Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
And every other damn freaking evangelical.
I think there could be a
using religion.
hallway in the Dick Hall of Fame. There will be a hallway just of wax statues of these guys. Tilton.
Tilton's got to be in the Hall
yeah.
of Fame. But this week
Swagger.
he gets, thanks to John Oliver shining the light,
Yeah.
I'm giving Reverend Tilton.
John Oliver's doing great. I mean, he
really
is fucking awesome.
You know, he gives 20 minutes. He goes against conventional grain, right?
Yeah.
He takes a story and gives 20
Yeah.
minutes to it.
Yeah.
So he goes deep.
When he's intense for 20 minutes. I mean,
It's
he
like
is
60
fucking
minutes,
intense.
comedy and
yes,
intense,
yeah.
and you unravels it like an onion.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it gets worse and worse and worse, and then
Insist-
he somehow turns it into some kind of action. That's the part I find
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
unique.
yeah.
Like he turns, at first it was a hashtag. He would create a
Mm-hmm.
hashtag, or he would, like this time he starts his own church. I
Mm-hmm.
mean, there's an activism in the comedy.
Yeah.
That I haven't seen.
Yeah, really wasn't in Stewart, and I think that's one of the things that's going to be strong about this, about what he does and continues to do. I think he's going to be a good resource for me with Jon Stewart gone. I just wish he did it more than once a week, but I don't think he could do that more than once a week.
No, the amount of resources you
Yeah.
would need to investigate.
It would weaken, so I can struggle along.
Yes. All right, so that's my What a Dick for the week.
That's a good one. And an attaboy, that's good.
Your attaboy right now is Donald Trump.
Actually,
I cannot believe.
Actually, I know.
cannot.
I knew that was going to surprise you, but
I know.
when I called Mom and I
I'm
said
gonna go play
I'm all
Brilliant.
in,
I'm going to go
she
back
started
to our
laughing.
episode Brilliant Buffoon.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
play
do.
that again because
do.
to
I
see
have
the
e-
transformation
Carl.
from before and after pictures
I
here.
have evolved.
You have. I think this is part of your deep down desire for total economic collapse and rebuild the society.
It could
and
have
Trump
something
is
to well,
Trump will
it probably does have something to do with that, but it also has to do with Trump making my balls twitch. Okay.
You're thinking with the wrong head.
No, yeah, probably. Wouldn't be the first time.
Boom, boom. In America,
Yeah.
we'd be doing that as well. I think you're right, though. I think Elizabeth Warren versus Donald Trump would be a good talk about yin and yang.
You're going to have to counter it with a female. You have to counter it with a female. And it ain't going to be Hillary. If it's Hillary, they lose. No way would they win.
Really?
No way.
Well, we shall see. Meanwhile, Hillary goes. I'm going to give you this final scenario. Hillary goes down. Democrats are lost, and draft Biden at the end.
Big mistake.
Republicans overthrow Trump and pick some idiot from the clown car. That opens the door for Carl and Mike.
Bobby Jindal. Yes, then we can move in on it. We can swoop in and grab the
That's right.
nomination. In the White House.
It's all. It's our path.
Yes.
Our path through the rubbish.
And you know what I'm looking
Through the rubble.
You know what I'm looking most forward to about taking over the White House?
What's that?
The kitchen and the chef.
Yeah.
Having somebody cook for you like that, and so you say, "Dude, can you make me a nice piece
Somebody
of fish?"
cooks, somebody drives.
Yeah, somebody cooks, somebody drives.
Really gonna free up a lot of time.
And somebody's brewing beer down in the basement, and that will continue.
Yes. In a Carl and Mike administration,
Oh.
the beer will continue. Matter of
Yes.
fact, we're
Yes.
gonna bring some capitalism to
Yes.
it. We'll
Yeah.
sell and give it to charity or whatever.
Yeah.
The Carl and
Yeah.
Mike beer.
Charity
Carl.
my ass.
Huh?
I'm charity. You can't.
You're making $450,000 as
Yeah,
president
that's
of
true.
the United
That's
States,
All right.
and you're not paying rent,
That's true.
and you're not really
Or
got any
utilities.
bills. Do you have any bills?
Is somebody paying for my phone?
Do you get cable?
Yeah, I get
You
everything.
got, you got
Get the
top
whole-
of the
whole-
line Wi-Fi,
Oh yeah,
so you're good.
and I got a helicopter, and it's
And
bigger
you
than
got a
Trump's.
helicopter.
All right.
All right. Check us all out on carlandmike.net. And I support carlandmike.net to give us your support. And finally, damnthatmakesense.com.
Yeah.
See Carl and Mike's platform for America.
And watch the 5 Qs. They're good.
All right, folks. Peace.
Out.